hi everyone and welcome back to the channel where I'm going to be reacting to, giving commentary on and giving a full breakdown of the Us International trailer. So far I've managed to steer clear of any spoilers or clips or trailers, and when I found the international trailer I thought it was best to react to this one. So I'm going into this completely clean slate. I am ready. I feel like the connection to Get Out isn't necessarily going to be in the storyline, but just with a making of it, I'm excited. Let's see what we have. And uno, dos, tres. Thank you, Universal. That's creepy in itself.
You know how sometimes things line up?
Oh.
Coincidences?
I like the shadows on the sand. That's a really cool visual.
Since we've been up here,
oh.
they've been happening more and more.
Oh.
It's like there's this black cloud.
She means literally line up. Never a good sign. Run, little boy. Clever.
Phone off.
What?
There's a family in our driveway.
Okay. There was good use of music and now there's really great use of silence. I like this. Oh hell no. They like shadows in this movie as well. I enjoy.
Who's that?
It's you.
Oh.
It's us. Oh. What? No, 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 no. Land of no.
Run.
Oh my god, I've got goosebumps. Oh! What's the rabbit sent to with it? Oh hell no. Oh my god. What is even going on here? I don't get it.
What are you people?
Whoa.
It's us.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Very much. Okay. Wow. I kind of want to watch the original trailer. I won't show the reaction to it because I just want to know if there's any extra information that's been given out in other trailers that we should then know by the release of this one. So I'm quickly going to watch that and I'll be with you in a sec. Okay, we're back. If I thought I was excited before, I'm hella excited now. I feel like I need to get this into some sort of concise list before I go through it, because I feel like I might just ramble and go me onto loads of different things and everyone's going to be like, eh? So let's first of all talk about the storyline, what we've got, what we know thus far. Firstly, as predicted and as I thought, the Get Out connection isn't necessarily with storyline, or at least not as far as I can see. I don't think it's necessarily penned as a sequel or as something that's meant to correlate directly with its storyline. I think it's something entirely separate. But you did get that connection in that it's cut from the same cloth kind of feel, and that it's got this kind of deeper sense, deeper meaning, deeper plot twist that's yet to come. I think that you get this really great psychological feel, and that's what we got from Get Out. So I think they're similar and cut from the same cloth in that sense. The same style of film, the same stylistic way of making, the same standard it seems, because Get Out was great and I think this is gonna be the same. Putting Get Out to the side in terms of storyline, we really just got the bare bones. We didn't see much. We got the basics of there's this family, there's lookalikes of them, almost maybe clones of them. Are they clones? We don't know. Mind blown. They clearly don't have great intentions with them. We saw a clip of like rabbits in cages type thing. We got a little bit of a sense of a laboratory or some sort of science centre or whatever. And that's pretty much all we got. We don't necessarily know the motivation behind these people. We don't know how they came to be. we don't know the history, we don't know where the sciencey place is. We've got the skeleton. We need to wait for the film to get the meat and veg, which is exactly what a trailer should give you. It should give you that sense of, here's just enough to make you want to go and get the rest. And I most certainly freaking do. Now, if I was to get into particulars of different things that I really liked in the trailer and different things that I think are going to make this a cracking film, I would probably start with sound. The sounds that they were using didn't necessarily correlate with exactly what you were seeing on screen, but it gave you a really clear indication of the unsettled atmosphere that I think the whole film's gonna have. Like when they were walking across the beach, there was this really strange music, and I don't know if it's gonna be in the whole scene, probably not, or if it's just for the trailer. Either way, it creates this really great ambience for the film. So their use of sound seemed really great. I think their use of artificial sound was really strategic. Normally artificial sound in horror movies now pretty much used for jump scares, whereas it was used for like effect. And again, I don't know if it's just in the trailer, but like whenever there was like a sudden movement of head or hand or whatever it was, or like the scissors coming up, there was that little like high pitch string sound, and I really liked that. I think it added a lot of intensity to the movements and to the characters. Again though, probably just used in the trailer, probably won't be used as much in the film, but in terms of creating that overall feel, really successful in my opinion. On the flip side of that, you have silence. I loved how randomly in the trailer there was this sudden cut to silence, and for a good wee while in the trailer you got no sound. No additional sound bar the dialogue and the breathing coming from the characters. And I was just like, I'm here for this. My wee horror movie loving self is living her best life. Next thing I want to talk about is like how I liked the look of the film. I'm very intrigued, and there's a lot of things in the trailer that I feel like are going to continue through the film and just be a really interesting visual to suit the backstory. An example that I could give of visuals is their use of shadows. Now, the use of shadows in horror films is not exactly something new, but I think the use of it in this film is particularly potent. Mainly because of the storyline. You've got these people who are the same visual selves. They are almost clones, they are us. And that's technically what your shadow is to you. And everyone has one, and it goes everywhere with you. And they were saying in the trailer, they are like us, they think like us, and they know where we're going and things like that. So they're followed essentially by the shadow. Also, you've got this correlation between your shadow being like this darkened version of yourself. Unless you're freaking Peter Pan, your shadow's always black. So it's like the dark side of you. Is this supposed to be a foreshadow? Oh, foreshadowing! Oh! It speaks directly to the film. It speaks directly to the deeper layers of the film. I feel like everything in this film is going to be thought out. It's going to have a purpose. It's going to have a place, and there's going to be a reason for it all to be there and all to happen. Thankfully, I don't think we're going to see any filler content in this film. That has become very popular in films, and it drives me up the freaking wall. Another thing I think is going to play a part in making this film as strong as it is the casting. Because from the looks of the trailer, pretty much every core cast member you saw have a really good moment. So they're really strong actors. You're not going to have one character lagging behind that becomes unlikable and they're then being carried by the other members of the cast for the rest of the film. I think all of the cast are going to be able to hold their own. That leads me to probably my biggest concern with this film. Films that are well thought out, that have depth, that are intricate, that are more than just the type of film that you can sit and watch with like 3 brain cells activated and understand. The reality is, the society that we live in now, like we as a people, by large, we don't know how to appreciate good filmmaking like that. We don't. So it's a shame to see films that have genuine talent across the board within them be pushed aside by things that are just like the basic of basic, you know, the easy to digest storylines, the copy and paste of characters from other films. It's sad to see films that have great potential, which I think this one does, fall by the wayside. So if you're and on about going to see it, I would say just go. Please do go, because I think you will surprise yourself, and go with an open mind. But these things are our responsibility. In terms of the film, I don't see very much that couldn't work well. So I think it's based on us and I guess your personal taste, if you're gonna like it or not. But yeah, I think that's where I want to leave it. I don't want to go in too in depth because when I do actually get the time to see horror films, which I have not yet done in 2019, which is terrifying because we're in March. When I do see horror films, I'm gonna put reviews out and I will go into a lot more depth about specifics. So we shall see if the things I have predicted and talked about do come to roost. I don't think I've ever used that phrase in my life. Why did that come to my head? But of course, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you want to see more just like it, horror movie playlist will be right up there. Mental health playlist will be right down there. That is also a fundraiser link to donate, and to find out more is in the top line of the description. Also, if you fancy following me on these links below, they're all in the description. But other than that, much love you guys, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye bye.